Hey guys, it's James, and today I'm very excited to be here making a video about my Victober TBR. Now, I wasn't aware that this was a tradition on BookTube and that it had been running for 4 years, but I think it's a great idea, especially because I think a lot of us want to read a lot of Victorian literature and yet can't really find the time or, are intimidated by the length of some of the novels. So I think it's a really good incentive. And Victober's hosted by 4 different channels: Books and Things, Lucy the Reader, Kate Howe, and Beyond the Pages. Sorry, I'm still trying to remember all the names. And so I have 5 books here. 4 probably will get read. The 5th one is a bit ambitious, but these are books that have been sitting on my TBR for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to them. The first book I'll be reading for Victober is Villette by Charlotte Bronte, and there's a bit of a funny story with this because I actually hauled this in 2012 on my old BookTube channel, and I still haven't read it. So I think this is one of the oldest books on my TBR. In fact, it could be the oldest book. I just have never really found the motivation to read this book, but apparently it is Charlotte Bronte's most mature novel, and that there's also some autobiographical elements to it, so I'm actually really excited to read this one. The next book is one that I listened to a little bit on audiobook when I was traveling around Europe earlier this year, and just never really got around to finishing it. So I'm going to be starting from the beginning because I don't really remember much, and that is Middlemarch by George Eliot. Now, again, this has been on my TBR for a long time, I think since around 2013. What I did listen to with this book was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. George Eliot is a brilliant writer, so I think this is going to be one of the highest priorities for this month. Then I'll be reading Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and this is one of those books that I really feel like I should have read a while ago and just never got around to doing it. I have read a couple of other Dickens novels. I read A Tale of Two Cities and A Christmas Carol, which I acknowledge is not a novel, but I studied that one in school. Dickens has never really been a big part of my life, but I would like to make him one, and hopefully Great Expectations will win me over. Next, I'll be reading Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Now, I have read this one, and I think it was when I was about 12, so I really don't remember very much. It's been almost 10 years since I read it, and all I remember from this book is that there's typhoid fever and a bunch of French dialogue, and that's it. That's all I remember about this book, so I'm pretty much going into this blind at this point, and I wouldn't even count this as a reread. This is one of my earliest classic reads, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see how it holds up now that I'm older. So if I'm particularly productive with my Victober reading, I might try to read David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. This is big, okay? I highly doubt that I will get to this book just because I have other books that I'm going to be reading outside of Victober, so we will see, but I can't guarantee anything. So that's that for my TBR in Victober. I am very, very excited to get to all of these books, but I think in particular Middlemarch, that will definitely be the priority for Victober, but I will hopefully have my thoughts and feelings on these books in one big Victober video at the end of the month. So I'm looking forward to making that video. And do let me know if you are participating in any of the challenges. I am probably not going to. I do think that these challenges are for people who are more experienced Victorian literature readers and want to expand their Victorian horizons. I am just getting the basics down, so I think I'll leave those for a future Victober. But anyway, I am very excited to be participating in this tradition, and yeah, I will see you for that wrap-up video. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.